morning vlog. It is actually noon. I've been busy this morning. I slept until like 10:30 because I was up pretty late because my stomach was hurting a lot. And then I had to call the cardiologist and the home health company, and that took a little bit of time. Now I'm just waiting for a call back from the cardiologist. Anyways, that's what I've been doing this morning. I gotta go out with my mom, run some errands. Oh yeah, and last night was the first night I slept with my port access, and it went really well. I really barely felt it. The incision is still kind of sore, so I had to sleep with a bra on because like if the incision moves too much it hurts, but otherwise it went well. We are on our way to the physical therapist. I have done physical therapy in the past to try to help my joints, but for whatever reason, my joints just don't seem to respond to it very well. The best thing I did was swimming, and that strengthened my arms a lot, but ultimately my legs ended up degrading anyways, to the point where I needed the chair full time. But we go to a physical therapist every once in a while anyways, so he can just kind of evaluate me, see where my joints are, if they've changed at all, do some myofascial pain relief or whatever. So that's what we're doing today, which is good because my hips are majorly hurting today. What happened is that the fentanyl stayed in my system, I think, for way longer than the normal person's because I'm so sensitive to medication. And that's why I had a few good days on my legs where I felt like I could walk because I wasn't in a lot of pain. And now my legs are really suffering from that. I really didn't do anything too extreme. Not having pain is kind of a downside for me because then I can injure myself really easily. So now my legs are hurting me, or rather my hips, and hopefully Michael, who's my physical therapist, can do something about it. So we just got out of my physical therapist. There's not really much he can do as far as stabilization at this point because of how symptomatic I am with the pain in my joints. I mean, he really does help. He does, what is the thing he does when he moves my joints? He has a name for it. He does manual manipulation, myofascial pain relief, and that sort of thing, which really helps with my pain. I mean, it brought my like 9 level pain down to about a 7 on my left hip today, and sometimes when a joint goes out, he can put it back in when I can't. So last week or so, I had an elbow that was out and I like could not get it back in for the life of me, and he said if I ever have that issue, I can just like stop by his office and he'll put it in because it only takes a few minutes. It's super difficult in my area to find people that are knowledgeable on EDS enough to feel comfortable treating me, but Michael actually, he's treated a few EDSers, and I'm certainly probably like the most systemic case he's ever treated, but he does like a lot of research and stuff so he can find stuff that could help me, and he's a lifesaver. Get yourself a good physical therapist if you have EDS. I feel like that's probably something that should be a necessity for anybody with a connective tissue disorder, because a good physical therapist can really make all the difference in your joint treatments. Guess who's here?
Rudy. No. Again.
You stupid.
He's here. Stop hitting me. She beats me. You guys will never know that because she's going to take this entire part out.
Anyways, Nate's here, and guess what we're making for dinner? Waffles! I'm like obsessed with waffles, and I never make them because I can't eat them because GI issues. They upset my stomach a lot. So, but because I have these, hopefully I should be able to eat some. So we're gonna make some for dinner. Nate and I are gonna watch some SpongeBob. Will you believe Nate did not grow up watching SpongeBob like I did? And so I'm introducing him to it now. I'm doing my civic duty. My mouth enjoyed the waffle that I ate, but my stomach did not. So I got my heating pad. I had a big rant yesterday about repercussions whenever I go somewhere that's not accommodating. My repercussions so far was I got a really bad stomachache while I was there, and because I didn't treat it, it lasted until like 1 in the morning. I also, because my stomach ache lasted until 1 in the morning, didn't get enough sleep last night, slept until 10:30 this morning, got a really bad headache from dehydration because of the stomach ache and not being able to sleep. Plus my hips have been hurting me really badly, which is not inherently a fault of what I did yesterday necessarily. My hips were already in a flare-up, but not being able to lay down like perfectly on my bed makes it worse. So yeah, thought I'd update you guys.
So Bethany is ending her infusion right now. It stopped right as soon as we got to the park, so she's gonna do it in the car. happy that she was able to get the air bubbles out without making a huge mess. Last several times she's tried to get the air bubbles out of the heparin, she's shot a big stream off, just trying to get the air bubbles out.
So Nate and I decided to walk around downtown. I can't really show you Nate because I'm too short. I don't know. We decided to walk around downtown because it's actually cool enough outside that I can be outside for a little bit. Plus the IV fluids help with my temperature intolerance, so that's like double plus.
Yeah, it kind of feels like September right now.
Yes.
Still July.
Legit. We're so excited. I love the cold weather. It's like totally my jam. Plus we have this cute little downtown in our local town that like has a lot of historic buildings and stuff. I'll film some of it for you guys. I love nature, but nature doesn't love me. I'm like allergic to 25 billion different things, so I usually get an allergic reaction when I'm out here too long, but sometimes it's worth it, and since I'm already having a flare-up from yesterday anyways, might as well go all the way, right? Right. Let's do this. Downtown's really adorable because it's got a bunch of historical buildings and like cute little shops, but like none of them are accessible, so it's not really an option to go inside, but we like to roll around it because it's super duper cute. The other problem with walking around downtown, although I love it because it's super duper cute and adorable, I also hate it because people are like, oh, look at this cute little look, let me sit here and smoke. And guess what Bethany's allergic to?
People sitting in little nooks.
Yeah, I'm allergic to people, that's definitely it. Story time, guys. One time Nate and I came walking around downtown on, what was it? It wasn't Halloween, it was like the night before, right?
I don't know.
It was around Halloween. It wasn't on Halloween because I'm not that stupid. And like, I guess a bunch of the bars had like costume parties, so a lot of people were dressed up. And then we also have the ghost walk where like you can walk around and see like historical sites. I've never been on it. I don't really know what it's all about. We were like at this intersection, right? And we went to cross, and so I have a panic disorder. You guys know this. It's part of my POTS and my adrenal problems. So I have panic attacks sometimes and I just can't help it. It's this guy, and he was like, he wasn't just dressed up with like as a zombie, guys. He had full-blown makeup on his hands, on his legs, everywhere. And his like clothes were ragged, and he was in character. He was like walking, like dragging his leg behind him and everything, and like twisting his neck like people do. And it was freaky. And Nate was pushing me because I can't really push myself in downtown because it's got so much hills. And he didn't notice it really, but I did. And like I started having a major panic attack. And I don't know, what did I even shout at you? I think it was just like, turn around, turn around, turn around. With my panic disorder, my biggest issue is like in a situation like that, my brain translates it as real. Like it's actually a danger, even though like obviously there's not zombies, but my brain's like, hey, that zombie's gonna kill you. And I'm like, no, it's not. But as I say that in my head, I freak out. So anyways, I had a major panic attack, and moral of the story is if you have a panic disorder, don't go walking around your local downtown near Halloween, because you may or may not die. Right, babe? Mm-hmm. It was terrifying. Nate left, and I am going to get ready for bed and go to sleep. The IV fluids really helped with my headache and gave me some energy. Unfortunately, they didn't really seem to help with my stomach that much today, but my stomach was also having a pretty bad day. So I can only do so much. Anyways, thank you for watching today's vlog. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys later. Good night.